Hello everybody. In previous videos we looked at some methods for UV unwrapping our models. UV unwrapping and mapping is something that many beginning students find difficult. So in this video I'm going to show you a very simple way to UV unwrap a character, but we'll also take a look at its disadvantages. So I have a character selected here. And what I will do is I will go to UV Editor, take a look at the UVs here for this character, and we'll see how we can map it very simply. So with my character selected, what I'm going to do is go to Create, Automatic. And there it is. I've just UV unwrapped my character. Clearly the advantage to this technique of using automatic mapping is that it was very quick and very easy. The downside, however, is that to create the automatic mapping, it made multiple UV shells. In fact, you can see some of these UV shells are quite small. Let's compare this to a character that I did the more laborious technique of going through and doing my camera-based projections and cutting and sewing edges. I'm going to deselect this character, and I have another one here, identical character. However, this one I actually went through the work of properly UV unwrapping. And if I select it, you will see that its UVs are much cleaner. They might make much more sense. This, however, will allow you to paint on your mesh as well as apply textures onto it. And we'll take a look at that now. So with my character selected that I've applied the automatic mapping to, we will go to the drop-down, switch to rendering, go to texturing, 3D paint tool, and open up the tool settings. You'll remember from a previous video that if you see an X on your brushstroke, that means that you cannot currently paint on it. What I need to do is come to File Textures, make sure that the attribute to paint is set to color, and assign Edit Textures. My size X and Y currently are set to 2048 by 2048. This is a good resolution for your textures. The default 256 by 256 is generally too small. Notice that my image format is set to JPEG. That's a good format to be able to open up in other software. The Maya IFF, you can't really open that up in something like Photoshop or Paint. And I'll go ahead and assign Edit Textures. And now I can paint directly on my character. Remember that you can also flood, as well as changing the color of your brush and painting directly on your mesh. If you haven't watched my previous videos on using the 3D Paint tool, I recommend doing so, where I go into this tool more in depth. The main takeaway from this video is that the automatic mapping is a quick and convenient way to create UVs for your models that will work. However, please do keep in mind that the UVs that will be created using the automatic mapping are, while functional, not going to be quite as good as if you do the work yourself and actually UV unwrap and map it yourself, such as this example here. Because I've already covered this toolset in previous videos, I'm going to speed up the painting process in this video. And here is my completed texture. I encourage you to learn how to properly UV unwrap and map your models. While there is an initial learning curve, it really isn't that difficult. But if you absolutely need to, use the automatic mapping. With my character selected in the UV editor, you can see the UVs as well as the texture. The main downside to automatic mapping is that there are too many UV shells and it's not well organized. I hope you've enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.